Burke. But
Stephen's announcing he's the new head of recruitment.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, let's have
football.
news. What are you going to do?
Football Manager would be a better head of recruitment than me. But no, look. It's very difficult to say how there's going to be any changes, how we're going to miraculously turn into a Barcelona-esque type team. That's not going to happen. However, I genuinely believe that we got it wrong, that Wigan were the team that we wanted them to come at us, because at the back, they're a little bit more solid than perhaps what Blackpool are. I think if Blackpool come at us, which they have no real choice but to do, we have the opportunity to go there and win the game. And I know it's stupid because we should have the opportunity to win every game. But in our circumstances at the moment, we need a team to come at us, and we need to have an opportunity to counter back at them. And I think we're going to get that on Friday. So I'm going to start off with a positive prediction of a 2-0 Millwall win. I think we will see another goal. I've got a feeling we're going to see another goal from George Saville. I think he's got the bit between his teeth now, having coming up from holding midfield. And I think we'll see Bradshaw add to his tally. So which one of you wants to follow that with your prediction?
Yeah, go on, I'll go. Mine's not going to be that positive, to be fair.
Oh, if you're positive, we could be the shit sandwich. I'll be the shit in the middle. Bring everyone down. You can leave everyone on a high again if you want to.
It's a double-sided shit sandwich, mate. Don't worry.
Okay, all right.
We haven't won there since 2007. Their home form has actually been quite good. They've lost 3 out of their last 4 at home, but prior to that, they hadn't lost this side of the year until mid-March. So their home form's actually been pretty good. I cannot get Saturday out of my head. And as I said a couple of times now, I just think mentally, I think it would have taken a lot out of a Saturday. What happened on the pitch, what happened off the pitch afterwards with the fans. It's going to take a massive, massive effort. And I just think it will end up being a 1-1 draw, which helps neither side. Sorry, Stephen.
Joe?
I'll be honest with you. As part of my double shit sandwich, I'm going to have to say that I can't. I know it sounds horrible. I can't see us winning. I can't see us beating them. The best we can do is probably get a draw against them. If we get a draw against them and we win at home against Blackpool, which I can see happening, then that's probably the best we could aim for. My biggest worry is, because the players are not playing with confidence at the moment, we go 1-0 down or something along those lines, heads might start to drop. We might start giving up a little bit. Blackpool need the win. I know Wigan did as well, but we kind of feel like we've been there before. The same's going to happen again. I can see Blackburn maybe scoring 2, possibly 3 against us. And that's my biggest worry, biggest concern. We're going to go out there, with no real energy, no drive, same formation, nothing really changing, and end up sort of getting beat sort of 2-0, 2-1, 3-1 or something maybe, I'm
also going to chuck something else out here, Joe. We will know our fate by half time. And I know this just, again, I looked at the stats earlier. So when we've been drawing at half time, we've gone on to lose 8 of our 22 away games.
Wow.
We've also not won from a losing position. So basically, we have to win at half time to stand a chance.
Yeah. Well, we're up 2-0 against Luton, weren't we, not so long ago, and that didn't work out too great for us. I remember at the time. You know what? You mentioned a point there, Ben, earlier about the 2 games you went to watch away, which was Hull and Wigan. And I'll be honest with you, if I was at both those games, which I wasn't, I wouldn't be too pissed off with the performance against Hull, because we played really, really well that game. We created loads of chances, really up for it, attacking play, lots of action. If we can do that against Blackpool and come away with a draw or a loss even, I'll say, fair play. At least we gave it everything. We attacked them. We went on the front foot. But if we perform, shit like we did against Wigan, let's say, then there's just really no excuse. You've got to ask the question, what the fuck's going on? Something's going on behind the scenes then. Is it Rowett? Is it the players? The players not playing for Rowett? It'll open up a whole can of worms then. Because I think at this stage, we've got to really, really go for it. This is our cup final. And that's what Rowett's going to be saying to the players. This is your cup final. The playoff final starts today. Forget, end of May, 27th of May. This is your playoff final. If you want to play in the Premier League, you've got to win this game no matter what. And that's the mentality. That's the mindset they've got to have. They've got to believe themselves and go for it and literally rip fucking Blackpool to pieces and fucking give it everything for 90 minutes.
Yeah, totally agree, mate. And just to get just on that as well, the actual bit of positivity I will shout out now is it was so uncharacteristic on Saturday of a Millwall team under Gary Rowett that I'm hoping that was just a massive blip, but a blip nonetheless, because the performance against Birmingham wasn't that bad. As you said there, Joe, the performance against Hull wasn't that bad. We obviously beat Preston in between. I'm hoping it was just a massive blip and we revert back to type and put in a performance like if we, again, I said it on the Preston preview and even the preview against Wigan. If we perform anything like we did in the Birmingham or Hull game, I know we lost 1-0 both times, but if we perform anything like that, I think we will win. But as I said, the issue is it's a massive, massive hang up for me Saturday, and it's a bit of a hangover. And I just think that's, if we can get over that, then I think we'll be all right. But to me, it's a big if we can get over it.
I was just about to call this that miserable Millwall podcast because it was everything had just been deflated. But Joe gave a little bit of resounding, go out there and rip Blackpool to shreds. And Ben, you turn it around a little bit with a little bit of positivity. So we're coming to the end of this now. So I'm going to ask you any final thoughts, anything else that you'd like to add onto the back of the show, anything else that might give the listeners a little bit more reason to want to travel to Blackpool, and don't say the arcades or the ice cream or the pier.
Could Ben go first? Give a bit more time I think to say.
Yeah, I'll go first, mate. That's fine. Do you know what? Out of all the doom and gloom that this week has been, and even with Saturday, as I said just a second ago, I'm now just hoping it is a really big blip. Joe's done the team talk for us. Let's get that recorded and sent into Rowett. Look, it is a cup final now. Stephen, you said it again in our Wigan review. It's an opportunity still for the players to potentially make the Premier League. I know it's a bit of a long shot now. I know we need teams to help us out again, like they have done in recent weeks. But just give it your all. Don't leave anything out there. Just for the players, just revert back to type, that hard-working mentality of a Millwall side, a well-disciplined team. We're playing a team that, as we said, have shipped in the most goals this year. Just go out there, lads, and leave everything on the pitch for the travelling fans on Friday night.
Go on, Joe. Add on to that.
I couldn't say it better myself, really. As what Ben said, it is our cup final. We've got to look at it as our playoff final. It starts now. Let's give it everything. Let's go away with a win, nothing less, and just fucking give it. Give it everything we've got. Literally, leave every ounce of energy you've got on that pitch and just go for it. That's all you could ask them.
I think Mickey makes it quite clear that he knows that a couple of Millwall players actually listen to this, and I think it's really important for the players, the fans, the listeners, anybody that's listening to this, that us three here, the rest of the panelists are really passionate about the football club. We just want to see the best for them, and sometimes we are a little bit downbeat or frustrated like we have been over the last week because we care and we want the club to succeed. And whilst on Saturday it didn't go to plan and there was maybe some words and some incidents and whatnot, all of us as supporters, all of us as the At Millwall podcast, the listeners, we are behind the team 100%. We just want on Friday, as Joe said, if we lose that game, but we go out there and give it everything we've got and batter the goalkeeper and have chances and come off and say, do you know what, we couldn't have done any more. We can accept that. Just go out there and give it everything that you've got. That is as good as I think we can end it on. As Joe alluded to earlier, he's got an exciting interview coming out. In case you missed it and you don't go back and listen to it, he's got an interesting and very cool interview coming out on the show. We've got some other bits and pieces for you guys coming. At the moment, we've got Chat with Chaps, which is a fantastic review after each game. That's up live from the Wigan game. If you fancy being a little bit more depressed, listen to mine and Ben's show from the Wigan game. That's on there. We've also got Who Are Yous. My dad actually did the last one, and I know Mickey hates it when I do this, but if you're interested in coming on, please message the pod, message me, and we can get you on. Loads of content up on the socials and also on Spotify and all other podcast providers. But that's been that Millwall podcast. We go into Friday. We don't know our fate at the moment, as there's a couple of games to be played this week. We still won't know our fate after those are finished, but we go into that game needing 3 points to keep the dream alive. That's been that Millwall podcast. Please like and subscribe.